Hi, my name is Jamie Turner. Um, I am 22 years old, single mom of three. Um, so what I am going to be talking about is I was in a domestic violence relationship for um, 3 years, and it was pretty scary. Um, I met this guy on Facebook. Um, I was at my best friend's house, and we were drinking, and I posted a video of me, no, I posted a picture of me with an Amsterdam peach bottle, and he was like, finally somebody who's drinking Amsterdam peach, other than the different other flavors that I guess people were drinking, and I was like, oh, just inbox me, and that's when we finally stopped talking. And one time I got really drunk, and I ended up calling it, and then I was like, oh, let's meet and let's hang out. And we hung out the next day, and it was supposed to be like a one night stand, and it did not happen that way. Because I think the next day he was like, I want more than that. I think I want to be in a relationship with you. And I was like, you know what? I'm totally about trying it, because I just got another, like, a relationship. Another relationship. He cheated on me, and he moved away. But to be in the beginning, I was in foster care, so it was pretty hard. I was ready to get out the system, but we were dating. I was always going over his house all the time and stuff. It was really nice. We had really fun. But once we started dating in a couple months, I was behind in school. I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really going home. And my foster mom and my foster parents, they weren't really liking it. They was not approving it. But I really liked this guy. I really liked him, and in the beginning he lied about his age. I thought he was 24 and I was 18, and he was actually 27 and I was 18. But I was okay with that because I liked the older guys at the time. So anyway, so a relationship was fine, and one time he wanted me to come over, and I was like, I can't. He broke up with me and got a new girlfriend, and I was really upset because I really liked him. And I guess he did that just to make me jealous, and I was not happy. But anyway, our relationship was it was in the beginning, it was really good. 6 months, it was really good. It was awesome. It was great. And soon I was ready to move out of foster care, and I moved out. And I only knew this guy for we dated January 21st, and I moved in him in April. That soon, I was ready to get out of foster care. I was ready to get out of the system. I was tired of it, and so we did that, and it was going good until we got in a fight. I was done. I was ready to leave, and this is the thing. Maybe 2 months after I moved out of there, I was like, I'm ready to break up. I'm ready. I can't do this. We kept, we're arguing and stuff, and he would not let me leave. I texted my foster that, was like, I'm ready to come home. Can you please come get me? And what he did was he he punched me in my rib, and choked me on the bed, and he tried to suffocate me. I remember that day, and I will never forget. He tried to kill me, and that's when my dad, I guess he would call the well check, and he got arrested because they heard me screaming and everything, and yeah, he got arrested. And it was sad because I cried. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted you, like, I didn't want him to go to jail, so I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to. And he was in jail for 3 days, and I went to go visit him. I went to his court and everything. And I don't know, it was something about this dude that I was so in love with, and I don't have no fucking clue. But I was in love with him, and I went right back to him. Just fighting, bickering, hitting, slapping. He wouldn't let me talk to family. He wouldn't let me talk to friends. I couldn't go out unless it was with him. And It was pretty scary. He literally, like, I can only talk to him. I couldn't talk to anybody else. Um, it was really scary. So a year. I think he went to jail twice. No, he went to jail once. We moved again because something happened. Moved again. Oh, everything was going good. I finally found out of the foster care. Actually, moved in with him, and we found out I was pregnant. And I was really excited, but I was nervous because I wasn't working. I couldn't find a job, and he was on SSI, so he couldn't really work. So I had to find a job. Um, I was ended up pregnant. I had a son, who's 2 years old. Um, and I was working. I was always on my foot. I was pregnant, working my butt off. I was trying to, I was like, we need to save our money up. We need to move. We need to find a better place because we're about to have a baby and we can't live in efficiency. There's no babies allowed. And this time he was on probation at the time for 2 years. He was on probation for 2 years, and so I was like, we have to find a house. We need an apartment. We need to do this. I'm still working. I'm on my feet, and at the moment, I don't think I was about. I don't think it was 4. I was about 5 months pregnant, working on my feet, tired, and I remember the first day. Sorry guys, I know I was talking about my domestic surviving, but I was I just started my job at Super One, and first day was good. Second day, I puked. I had to go home. I was not feeling good at all, and it was crazy. And I was like, why am I puking on my second day? But third day I was good. I was a cashier at Super One, so it went fine. Back to the story. So I was working, and like I was buying the groceries or whatever because we had assistants. I'm not gonna lie, we had assistants. I was buying the groceries and all this. He was paying the rent. I was making sure we kept up with food and stuff. Now I'm pregnant because I love to eat. We were, I was just buying groceries, and every time with my chicks, I got paid every other week. I didn't know how to save. Didn't know how to save money at all. But I tried, and I always spent money on his video games because all he did was play video games. Every time I get home, it was video games. Every time I woke up, it was video games. And he would never sleep. He can be on the game for 3 days straight. I wake up, and he's just sleeping in his chair. And I'm like, you cannot be doing this. But anyway, I end up having my baby 3 weeks early. We named him Kyle Jr. Like I said, he's 2 years old. Bad, but 2 years and ain't about that is that. But we still didn't have a place, and I told my jobs, oh, I'll work. I will come back to work 3 weeks early. 3 weeks. I didn't know, like, at the time, like, I can get paid for been off my feet for 6 weeks, and I didn't know that. But after KJ, I was there in the hospital. You guys hear that? It's my baby. I was at the hospital for 3 days. But I couldn't go back to the efficiency, so I had to live with his brother, which he was down the street. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna save money up, and we're gonna get an apartment. And it was scary because I was living in with three. I'm not sexist. I'm not nothing. But I was living with 3 guys who were all gay, and I was I was a little bit worried because it was just three guys. But so I'm taking care of the baby, and he never came to visit me. He never came. He was always on his video games, and he always wanted sex. And I'm like, no, like, I just had a baby, and hi Peanut, hi Peanut. But we had the baby, and I think one time I actually got to go on a date for a little bit. It was like KJ was, I call him KJ. KJ was about 4 weeks, and I was like, his brother watched the baby. It was really nice, and he had like a little dinner or whatever. But I had to go back because KJ would not stop crying. So he got mad. He's like, oh, we can talk on the phone. I was like, no, I'm tired. And it was like 3 in the morning. Like, oh, it was like, I'm tired. So I was tired, and I was tired. So he got mad at me, storming his brother's house, and he was like, we need to talk right now. I'm like, not right now. Okay, just sleep. He's like, no, we need to talk. Let's go outside. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. He was like, well, give me half of my son's stuff. So he took half of my, like, he was just literally like fighting with me, trying to like get the rest of my son's stuff. And it was pretty bad. It was really bad. And like, I'm like, Kyle, just go back to your house and relax and stuff. He was like, no. And then like it all calmed down because his brother, his brother, his brother was like, guys, just calm down and just talk about it. And Kyle wanted to go outside, and I didn't want to go outside because it was cold. It was in March. I had him in March. And I was like, he's like, well, are you going to come back and watch him? I was like, no, I'm not going to call you back. And he got mad. And he like, I had the baby, at the time I had the baby in my hands, who was about 4 weeks. Like I said, I had the baby in, and he was pulling my leg. He's like, do you want me to break your leg? And that's when his brother roommate called the cops. And I didn't know what to do at the time because I didn't want him to get in trouble. Like, he was almost done with probation. But I didn't know if I should run. I'm sorry, that was my daughter. I didn't know if I should like ran after him, and like, so he did get arrested, but he ended up getting arrested. And my dumb ass, I decided to tell the police everything. So, but I was still supportive of him, and I found the lady that was his brother landlord didn't want me living there, so I had to go into a CASA shelter, which is when women who are in a domestic relation, trying to skip a domestic relationship, or they've been sexually assaulted. And I decided to go there, and they finally took me. I was really happy, and they actually gave me a cap, so I was like really, really happy. But I was still, for some reason, I was a dumbass, and I supported the man still. And for court, they decided to give him 9 months, and I was like, okay. Well, I was in a shelter. I didn't have no job, didn't know what to do. I was trying to get on housing and everything. So I'm on housing, and stop kicking me, Peanut. I'm on housing, and no, I mean, I'm not on housing. So I'm at the shelter, and I'm looking for jobs and stuff. And there was a job across the street. It's called called Culver's. Sorry, called Culver's. And I was like, if this job doesn't work, this is literally what I said. I swear to God, I put this on my baby who's 8 months. I said, if I didn't get this job, the only way I would make money was becoming a stripper, and I had to, because I'm like, I had to get him diapers, wipes, clothes, and all that. So I decided to do that. So they finally gave me that job. I was so excited. So I started making money. Had babysitters working, and babysitters at the shelter while I was working. It was really good. Putting money in his books. Don't know why I was still in love with this man, and we were dating for like a year and a half. And CPS came involved. They got involved. It was like, oh well, we see you're like, I'm not taking care of my kid or whatever, blah blah blah. And like, I got my son taken away, and he was about 6 months when they took him away. I had him for 6 months, and doing everything, feeding him, giving him clothes, making money for him, and all this. And I was putting money on his dad books, and I was bless you. I was and I was still trying to find housing and stuff. Long story short was, my son got taken away, and I had to like fight for getting him back. Like, I was still working at Culver's. I was still trying to make money, and like, it was not fair to me. My dumbass, like, I would have had housing, and I would have had to be able to get my son back, but I did something stupid because I thought that I already had an apartment. I paid half of the money for this grant. I was like, well, I can't take housing. I'm sorry. And like, the church was like, no, you shouldn't did that. See if you can go back and take the place. And it's like, no, we got to put you back on waiting list. And I was so screwed because I could have had my baby. I could have had him. Long story, we was together for 2 years. He finally got out of jail. My son was still in CPS. He was still in foster care. We're still surviving and stuff. I ended up getting pregnant by somebody else. not a hoe, but like I was really depressed. Like after losing my son, I was high, getting high all the time, drinking, smoking, anything I can do to numb the pain. And I usually don't smoke or drink. So, and I was 19 at the time. No, I was 20 at the time. And I was just drinking and smoking just to numb the freaking pain. I ended up getting pregnant with this guy who now we have a kid together, but it was supposed to be like a friendship benefit thing, and ended up getting pregnant, but I kept the baby because I don't believe in abortion. But anyways, long story short, this is a long story. I'm sorry, guys. But long story short was I ended up having her. They took her away because I couldn't be with him. He was very a violent person, a very violent person, and they didn't want me to be with him. And I was still in love with him, and I got that baby taken away when she was only 1 week old, and I was such an idiot. I didn't know what to do. We're at the time we're homeless, and I'm struggling. I've been homeless with this man. We've been in efficiencies, we've been hotels, all that. I just been homeless with this man, and third time was the thing to get my life started. I mean, to start over and leave him. Um, this is a long story, but 3 years now, going on 3 years, I got pregnant again. Had my third baby, which she's right here. Say hi, my little peanut. Say hi. She doesn't like cameras. But anyway, long story short, I got pregnant with her in October. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out because I did not want any more kids. I was like, I don't know what to do. I said that. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Both my kids are in foster care. I'm still working on trying to get them back. I don't know how I'm going to handle the third baby. So, he still wants to play video games, still fighting, still hitting me, still beating at me. I'm having bruises on my arms, calling my mom, like, can I come live with you in the cities? And I kept coming back. I broke up with this man so many times, and I kept coming back to him for some reason. I don't know, but I kept coming back to this man. Like, I don't know what it was, but I kept coming back. I think it was about 10 weeks. It was just, no, it was, I was about, I was about, I think it was about 10, 12 weeks pregnant with her. And this one time we were arguing because I got back from the cities for my mom for Christmas. And we were arguing. He's like, well, and it was all about sex because he wanted to have sex, and I didn't want to. Even pregnant, I was felt gross. I felt disgusting. I didn't want to. And one time he got back in the store, and I was talking to my mom. I was like, I have to go, Mom. I gotta go. And he was talking all this crap, and I was talking back, and like he pushed me up the stairs. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm calling 911. I'm leaving. I'm done. And he's like, okay, bye. And I was like, bye. I'll help you get yourself. You don't gotta call police. I'm like, no, I'm gonna call the police so I can go to the shelter. He didn't believe me. I called 911. I was like, y'all, I need 911 here. I need to leave. Somebody to come take me to the shelter. And I left. So this was January 18th. I finally left, and this has been the hardest thing to do was to leave. And out of that, January 17th, I got all my shit together. I got in touch with my foster parents where I'm living now until my house and come. I got all three of my kids back. My son's sleeping right there. My daughter's at her dad's for right now. My baby's right here, who is 8 months. Hey, hi, Peanut. 8 months. Long story short, this man beat me. He was very abusive, very verbally abusive, physically abusive. He would tear me down like it was nothing, say I'm not beautiful, I'm not gonna find no man like him, I will always come back. And it was very hard. I cried every night. I was very scared. And you know what? At the end of the day, I really thought I was gonna go back to him. But January 18th this year, we make 1 year since I've been away from him. And I'm very proud of myself because I will always go back. I will always went back to that man. I always went back to him. Like I said, this man is crazy. And he still is, because even when we broke up, this man will harass me, call me, mention me about 200 times, call me about 50 times. And like I can never get any sleep. And I was very stressed throughout my pregnancy. And I ended up having her at 29 weeks and 3 days. And she was very small. She was 2 pounds and 6 ounces. Because I was stressing. I was stressing that I wasn't going to get my kids back. Nothing. And you know what? And I'm very proud of myself because I had a support team back. I had a support team. I had my old foster mom, my other foster mom. and I have the social workers trying to help me, and I'm very proud of myself. It's been a long time, and now I'm trying to find happiness, and it's hard because I have 3 kids, so finding a love life is kind of hard, like, because my kids come first, and I'm starting school, so it's gonna be very hard on me. On the 18th, I don't know, I might just cry because it's been a year, and I'm trying not to cry now. It's been a year since I've been away from this man, and I'm very proud of myself because he was very toxic, and I don't know, it was really something about this man. It was really something about this man that that struck me about him, that I kept coming back to him. And now that I have 2 kids by him, and he doesn't get to see them because he's crazy and he won't get his stuff together. Yeah, this is I am. We will be doing vlogs daily now at the end of the night. Like I said, guys, give me topics to talk about. I'm very new at this, so this is something new to me. This is something new to me. Like I said, I don't talk about my feelings or express it, but I'm gonna be starting doing a new YouTube channel about my life. So, and again, don't worry about her breathing. That's just how she breathes. She's been always since she was in the NICU. And again, like I said, ooh, like I said, it's been very difficult, very hard for me to. Oh, okay, you didn't throw up this time. It's been very difficult because I'm trying to get my life back on track, and it's hard being with somebody for 3 years and have to start all over is very hard, especially when you have 3 kids on top of that, because now you have to worry about them, make sure they eat, and you have to worry about yourself, which is very hard. And again, I will be starting a YouTube channel, talk about anything, topics, anything about my life. And again, I am a domestic violence survivor, and there's certain things that I'm not ready to talk about what happened in that relationship. I just want to tell you a little bit of it, but again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully, I get a couple views. I will, like I said, I will be blogging about my life. You guys have